He has more freedom, he has more protection, got freedom of speech. Yeah, at least if you don't like your president, you can tell him where to go without being afraid of being put against the wall and shot or being punished. You have freedom of speech.
Would you say that this is a land of equal opportunities for all?
It is Europe or any parts of the world. He has more freedom, he has more protection, got freedom of speech. Yeah, at least if you don't like your president, you can tell him where to go without being afraid of being put against the wall and shot or being punished. You have freedom of speech.
Would you say that this is a land of
machinery itself has? Hence, wages are not a share of the worker in the commodities produced by the worker himself. I'll say that again. Wages are not a share of the worker in the commodities he produced. Instead, wages are part of the already existing commodities with which the capitalist buys a certain amount of labor power from the worker. Therefore, labor power, as we have already established, is a commodity which our worker sells to the capitalist. Why does the worker do this? Simple, to survive. As Marx said, and I quote, "The putting of labor power into action, the work, is the active expression of the laborer's own life, and this life activity he sells to another person, the capitalist, in order to secure the necessary means of life. His life activity, therefore, is but a means of securing his own existence. He works that he may keep alive. He does not count the labor itself as part of his own life. It is rather a sacrifice of his life. It is a commodity that he has auctioned off to another. The product of his activity, therefore, is not the aim of his activity. What he produces for himself is not the silk that he weaves, not the gold that he draws up the mining shaft, nor the palace that he builds. What he produces for himself is wages, and the silk, the gold, and the palace are resolved for him in a certain quantity of necessaries of life, perhaps into a cotton jacket, into copper coins, and into a basement dwelling. And the laborer, who for 12 hours long weaves, turns, builds, shovels, breaks stone, and so on, is this 12 hours weaving, spinning, turning, building, shoveling, stone breaking, etc., regarded by him as a manifestation of life, as life? Quite the contrary. Life for him begins when this activity ceases, at the table, at the tavern, in bed. The 12 hours' work, on the other hand, has no meaning for him as weaving, turning, building, and so on, but only as earnings, which enable him to sit down at the table, to take a seat in the tavern, and to lie down in bed.